Hello. Hello, Michael. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's okay. And you?
I'm good.
Yeah. Sounds good. What is the topic for today?
The topic today is the future. The future.
Our future, or in general?
Yes.
Okay.
And who do we have here with us today?
What?
Who do we have with us today?
Sorry, I don't understand.
What's his name? What's his
Ulvi?
guy's name?
You mean Ulvi?
Yeah, Ulvi.
Yeah.
Mary?
Yeah, hello, Ulvi. Today we're talking about the future.
Yes, good evening.
What do you? How do you think your future will look?
Well, I think in the future, even now we have the flying cars, but in the future, all the people can use the flying cars. Yes.
Flying cars. Like, when do you think they'll have flying cars? When do you think? What year do you think?
Flying cars?
Yeah, what year?
Now there are a lot of prototypes of flying cars.
Now there is?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe I need to read the news. Ludmilla Howell, thank you for coming to join our meeting. What do you know about the future?
Oh, good evening. Oh, really difficult to say. Maybe I know close to nothing about future and about, I don't know, my future.
Well, what would your future like to be? What would you like for you to do in the future? What would you like to do?
Oh, really difficult question, because always future makes me upset, because nothing, I don't know, good and no perspectives for future, unfortunately. But the only way is try to cope with it and doing something useful, but it happens not all the time, unfortunately.
Okay. Kate, welcome to our group. And what would you like your future to have?
Future, I don't know. I just know that future is going to come, no matter what. I think.
Hopefully, at least, right?
Hopefully, okay.
What would you like to see happen in the future, Kate?
No, I don't want to know what happened.
No, what would you like to see happen?
I would. I don't know about my life, or.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Okay, I want to find a very good job.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's in places to see. Go back to Uvdi. Where's the place you'd like to go before you die?
To know when I will die?
No, where would you like to go? Is there some place you would like to see?
In the future?
Yeah.
Well, I want to go to the Singapore to study.
Singapore?
Yeah.
Why Singapore?
I don't know. It's my wish to be there.
Have you met anybody that's been there before?
Well, the most people, actually, the friends said that there is the good universities for learning IT. So I decided to study there.
Okay.
In the future.
Okay, sounds like an exciting plan. Ludmila, where would you like to see before you die?
Oh, really, I want to, I paid attention that no one wants to see Ukraine before they die, unfortunately.
I like Ukraine. I live here.
But except in you, it's sad. But in general, really, I like Egypt.
Egypt?
So, yes,
Why
there is
Egypt?
some mystical place for me, and really, I know I'm a great admirer of pyramids, you know, and I have a collection of pyramids, and hope that one time I will be able to see them all. And for me, it's kind of mystery, you know, that from my I don't know answer from the last classes. So you remember that I like mystery connected with space,
Yes.
with yes, and Egypt, and I don't know some history of Egypt and pyramids. Really are mystic for me, and really I want to attend all these places.
Okay, good luck with that. Kate, where would you like to go?
You know, I like my country, Russia. You know, it's very big, and I want to explore each and every corner of my country. Yeah.
That should take a long time.
Yeah. I think.
Okay, Evgeny, what do you think will be changed in the future? How will healthcare be different? You think?
Me?
Evgeny. No, Evgeny.
Uli.
Ulvi.
Uli.
Ulvi.
Ulvi.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I'm
Can
sorry I
you
didn't
repeat
get
this?
your name right. Ulvi. What do you think? How do you think healthcare will be different in the future?
Excuse me, I didn't understand again.
Do you know healthcare?
Health.
Healthcare.
Medicine, yeah, not.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So what?
What do you think? How will medicine be different in the future?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they will find the cure for treating the cancer. Yes.
Cancer, I hope so.
Yes. They found just a few. We know that there are different kinds of the cancer. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and they found just a few ones for treating them. But I hope so that they will find all the types of the cures for treating the cancer in the future.
I'm with you. I hope so too. Ludmila, what do you think about healthcare in the future?
I think that Ulvi is extremely optimistic about our medicine because I think no one will treat cancer, and no one, even if you know, doctors find treatment from cancer and AIDS. As for me, it's the greatest diseases of our time. No one will give us this medicine.
But they
So I
found
think
few of them.
what?
They found few of them for treating the cancer.
It's kind of, I think, for government and for some countries, it's useful to know that people die, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's a way for government to make people feel insecure, you know. So for me, it's great vehicle for keeping people, I don't know, to make people feel
Afraid.
fair.
Afraid.
Yes, yes.
Let people die, yeah.
Okay, Kate, what do you think about that? Healthcare in the future, what could be different? The way they make us.
I think now medicine is developing. There are a lot of new technologies in medicine, and I think it would be different in several times. I think I agree with Ovi that it is going to be new medicine for I don't know, for cancer or AIDS. I think, yes.
Okay, well, I hope so. I hope so. Okay, let's see. How about fortune tellers? Uvi, do you think they can tell, a fortune teller can actually predict your future? Do you know fortune tellers?
I don't understand.
Movie. You know people that tell your fortune tellers. Do you know these things, guys?
You
They
mean
say,
fortune cookies?
like, now fortune cookies, fortune tellers. People look at your hand, read your palm.
Oh, I got.
What is this called? Do you know what this is called? Anybody know what this is? Mikhail, what is this? Michael, what is fortune telling?
Could you type it?
Yes.
Who can tell the story what will happen in the future?
Yes.
Actually, I don't believe to such kind of persons. I don't know why. Maybe they have some feeling or some power to tell the future, but it doesn't mean that they will tell us the correct, exact what will happen in the future. So I don't believe them.
You don't think there's anybody that can see into the future and can tell us how it's going to be?
I didn't even want to know what will happen.
You actually don't want to know. If you could
Yes.
find out, you don't want to know.
Yeah.
Why?
Maybe it will be uninteresting to expect what will happen in the future.
Okay. Ludmila, what do you think about that? Because there's fortune tellers that can actually see the future.
I think, that I don't believe them, my point of view that, I don't know, I tried to look at it a little bit deeply, so that there are a lot of religions, yes, and each religion's, in each religion there are people who consider that they know future, but that they believe in different gods. And for me, if they believe in different gods, for me, if even God exists, yes, he should be one. But there are a lot of fortune tellers from different religions, and I don't know. For me, it's difficult if they. So it's some strange kind of feeling, but that maybe it's not very good for me to tell about it. But Michael always tells some I don't know, for me bright ideas about different philosophical questions. So maybe he can add something to also, and he also has his point of view.
If you talk about fortune tellers, for me it's like 99% of time, because I also can say, okay, in the next year will be, I don't know, war, yeah. So and maybe I will be right, like 50-50%, yeah. So and I think all these people just trying to guess something, yeah. And if you talk a lot and try to find, try to
To predict.
to tell future about different ideas, yeah. Also, you of course you can like guess something, yeah.
Okay,
So,
Ken, what do you think about
and
fortune? What? I'm sorry, I didn't catch up.
of course, it's not a spiritual activity. It's like just talking.
Yeah, I kind of tend to agree with that. I don't think it's really involved with churches as much as people just taking people's money. Kate, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you that they just make money, and I also don't believe in such kind of people. I don't know how to say. And also, I don't want to know about my future anything, but because I'm afraid that it is going to be something,
Something what?
Something I don't know, something bad about my future. I don't want to know about it.
Okay. Mary, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Well, what do you think about fortune tellers?
I think it's only greed, and this person only wants money. That's all. It's job, I think.
It's a job. It's a job that you tell people what they want to hear, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Huh?
It's
What?
easy guess.
Easy money.
And easy guess what.
Oh, easy to guess what people want to know.
Yeah, people always want money, health, and
Love.
happy, and that's all. So you can say you can predict 3 variants.
Okay, Mary, do you think the future is going to be better than it is today? Is going to be people happier and healthier and better for your in the next generation or two?
I think yes. I
You
think people can be happy now.
people will be happy now. What about? I mean, will the future be a lot better place to live?
I think people the same all time, and important on the attitude for situation and attitude for the environment.
Okay. Uvi, what do you think about that? Is the future going to be a lot better place to live?
I guess that it will be a little bit better in the future, but all in all, the people aren't changing, and just maybe in the future it will be a little bit comfortable to live, but the problems always with us. They occur again and again, as in the past. The problems we solve the problems, but they occur in the future again. So it's just will be a little bit comfortable to live in the future, but the problems with us always.
Like what kind of problems?
I'm from Baku.
What kind of problems?
What kind of problems? No, I don't know. For instance, they solved the problem, found the cure for cancer, yes, and here's will occur the some заболеваний,
Diseases.
yes, some disease for which they also should found the cancer. Oh, excuse me, cure.
Cure.
Yes, so it occurs again and again.
Lou Mill, what do you think about that? You think it's going to be just more problems and more fix and more problems and more fix, or do you think it's going to somehow get better and it'll just be better?
I think it's a little club of optimistic person, but I feel a little bit uncomfortable in this club because my predictions are extremely pessimistic because people becomes worse and worse, and everything will be worse and worse, and morality disappeared in our life, and that's why. So you know that all science progress, everything without I don't know. Little morality will not give any results. So and even can be horrible results, you know, because morality always was a vehicle that stops I don't know some inventions, some investigations, you know, but now it's disappeared and now everything can be and people do whatever they want, and I should add about scientists who do whatever they want, you know, and my prediction is that our world will be destroyed by science because
Jeez. Okay. That sounds like a mouthful. Kate, what do you think about this?
I think that quality of life is going to be better, but I don't think that happiness depends on that. You know, it's just depends on people.
It sure does, huh? Okay, how about robots? Uvi, what do you think about robots?
Robots?
Yeah, how's robots going to affect our future?
I don't know. I don't know what does it mean. Robots.
Robots?
Robots. All right. Even now we have a lot of robots which they help us at home. For instance, the vacuum cleaners, the robot vacuum cleaners, which can clean the whole house without your help. But The intelligent robots also, I think, will occur in the future, and they can help us, I don't know, with everything, to cook for us. And
Yes.
yes, and it will be good, but the people becoming a little bit energy saver.
What?
Energy saver.
It's Alexander.
Okay, Mary, how do you think robots are going to affect our future?
Yes, I think maybe not in our country in near future, but in Japan and in many country it's will be in future, because a few weeks ago I read that people discover artificial intelligence. So it's great discover. I think maybe it's a little bit scary, but and this technology improve and improve. So I think in the future it will be very good.
Okay. Ludmila, do you think that robots will help the scientists destroy the world?
I think that on the one hand, robots have the advantages, and I really that once I don't know, scientists will invent robots that will cook instead of me, will clean my house instead of me, and I don't know, will work instead of me. But on the other hand, yes, I'm afraid that can be more intellectual developed than people, and we start to be their slaves.
Slaves of robots.
Yes.
It's always some gloomy. Okay, Kate, what do you think how robots are going to affect our future?
Yeah, I think they will affect our future, because now we have a lot of robots, for example, on factories and in hospitals. You know, they can do some operation even better than people, and I think they will be developed in future, and it will affect on us. I don't know.
Okay, do you ever think that you'll leave your children with a robot babysitter?
Babysitter? Oh, I don't know. It's difficult to imagine, you know.
Yeah, I mean in the future, you know, when they have all this figured out.
Yeah, maybe it's possible. Yeah.
Robot babysitter. Okay, what about Earth and like too many people? Uvini, what do you think about this?
Too many people?
Yeah. Is there going to be an overpopulation problem? There'll be a lot of problems with not enough food to feed people. And what kind of problems do you think the future holds?
To be honest, I don't think that in the future it will happen, because the governments saw if the population of their country are growing, they can limit it with different ways. As in China, they yes.
The brightest example.
Yeah.
Well, that's causing their own problem itself, because they're going to run out of workers, aren't they? As they get bigger and bigger business, they're with this. I've read that they're going to have a problem with not enough people to work.
Yeah.
So you know they've caused these problems on themselves. Don't you think? It's not been a good thing. It's been a bad thing. Or what do you think? Rumini.
I don't know what to say.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Okay, Mary, what do you think? Do you think you're going to have a population explosion and starving people because of not enough food, or what?
Yeah, I talked about this topic before. I think it's really a problem, because people in the world huge amount, and I think it's really a problem. But we have some selection. It's fair sometimes. it's maybe some virus, but sometimes it's not enough.
Where you think they'll figure out ways to produce more food and solve this problem?
You know, problem not in the food maybe, but problem in a workplace problem, and a problem that people who 18, 16 years old, they burn have burned other people, but people who can give some I don't know, some possibility for children, they understand that it's not so important. So that's why we have people with not really good intellect sometimes.
Okay. Ludmila, what do you think about that? There's going to be have a problem in the future with population explosion and not being able to feed everybody?
I think that no, because now I paid attention to the tendency that people don't want to have children, and I can't tell about all the people, but in general, I and a lot of people, a lot of my friends and a lot of people around me don't just want to have babies, and they realize their life without children, and it's quite happy, and nothing disturbs them. So I think it's way of life when you don't have children, and I think it's quite good way of life when you know it's really for people I think who think. No, just let me rephrase. For people who think, it's really extremely huge. I don't know. How to describe it, but they understand that to grow up the child is extremely difficult, and you are responsible for all the consequences of your child will do in the future. So you know that Hitler, no, just I'm sure that you know, but Hitler also had mother, and I think that this mother also, I don't know, kind of responsibility is on his mother, you know, but I really, as for me, I don't want to give a birth to some human being who then will start this sort world war. That's why I and some people with the same ideas also, I don't know, have the same idea that it's better not to give a birth to child and don't have a child than to I don't know, to have responsibility for some actions of this child. So I paid attention to this tendency.
It's
Okay.
an idea, so I think it depends on age. And
I didn't catch, so I'm too old or I'm too young to understand it.
of course, yeah. And you know, all people can change these like ideas. Yeah,
But I hope that nothing will be
maybe
changed.
it's a kind of maximalism. Yeah. Yeah.
But in general, what would you do in this situation? So if you give a birth to a child and the child, I don't speak about the Second World War, but about something bad. So this person killed some person. So will you feel some responsibility for it or no?
Who are you asking?
Michael, I think.
Michael, yes, because he started to speak about my age and everything else, but I think yeah, I thought about it too many times, and
I think this, you know, it's like different relations. It's a kind of around you and near the relatives. Yeah, if we talk near these relatives, yeah, you can of course love it in all moments, in a different all moments. Yeah.
but loving is one thing, but having responsibility really is.
No, of course, responsibility is not the right question. It's, you know, we have such kind of activities when relatives are not you know when in Soviet Union sometimes can find relatives of some person, yes, and try to how to say, close it,
To push, maybe.
yeah, to push it in, like to give it, to punish it, yeah, they. So, and this is not the right idea. Like every person, of course, need to focus on yourself, and maybe it's a kind of partly, yeah, responsibility, and you can see and try to help this person, but not it's not a not find a problem, yeah, just help.
But really, my opinion, the same. So people need to know, to think about responsibility, and a lot of people are afraid of responsibility, and that's why I paid attention to such tendency about lack of desire to have children. But in general, I don't know who told about it. I didn't pay attention about young people who have, I don't know, 2 or 3 children, and for me it's sad, really. So when this person, I don't know, 15 years old, and the second baby is going to be given a birth, for me it's sad.
Ludmila, you are so really pessimistic person, but maybe it will be person who is very famous and he will save a lot of lives. So
Also can be
with your child, but you think about always negative things.
all variants should be, I don't know, thought about.
Okay, Kate, what do you think about all this?
I'm just shocked with what Ludmila just said, you know.
Let's go on your opinion.
Okay, my opinion. I think that this problem has already existed, you know. For example, in Africa, in Nigeria, there are a lot of people who are starving every day, and so, but I think we can nothing to do with it, and we just can help to develop these regions and to help these people. So,
Okay. Alexander, are you with us? Alexander, can you hear us?
Alexander are driving, so he can't speak.
Okay. Okay, now we want to talk about space travel. Well, Dini, what do you think about space travel?
Space travel.
Space travel. You think we travel in space, going to other planets, have little planet parties?
Well, I think that it will be also possible to travel in other in other planets because our Earth are disappearing by the time people make a lot of mistakes, which will lead to existence. No.
Are you interested in traveling space? If it was open this up and you wanted to go move to Mars or something like this, would you do this?
To be honest, no, I didn't want to
You
travel.
wouldn't want to go? You wouldn't want to go to Mars?
No, I didn't want to go
I
there.
don't want to go. Okay, Mary, what do you think about this? What about space travel?
I thought about it, and I know about in the near future it's planning in travel in Mars, and people can reserve place for it. It's interesting for me, and I think in future it will be.
You think you'll go?
I don't know about me, but
Why not?
maybe. No, if I will have this possibility, of course I do it. It's
You
interesting.
would?
Yeah.
Move to Mars.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. Ludmila, what do you think about that? Will there be space travel in the future? Will you have rockets that take you to the moon, take you to Mars? You can move to Mars.
You know about my great passion to space and stars, and without any questions, I would try to not to move, but just to try to to travel to foreign planets, yes, I would. Yes. It's without any doubt.
You would?
Yes.
Okay. Kate, would you want to be a space traveler?
No, I wouldn't go to Mars or somewhere else because I'm such a chicken. I even don't like go abroad because I have kind of fear that there is a possibility that I don't come back home. So,
well,
strange.
As of recent conversation, I think you're the bravest person in the room because you're a mother of what, 3, right?
Yeah.
So you must be the bravest person. I'm a good chicken, right?
Yeah, I'm. I'm chicken. Yeah.
Okay, what about in the future about if they find stuff on the moon that would be interesting for us? Do you think they should buy and sell parts of the moon? Dee, what do you think about this?
Excuse me, I have the problems with internet. I can't fully heard what you want to say.
Okay, what if they find good things on the moon and they want to buy parts of it and like mine the moon? Mine?
No, I don't heard. Please ask the other ones. I will try to.
Okay. Okay, Mary, what do you think about that? What do you think about they mine the moon? They go up there and start digging holes and things and hauling precious metal out of the moon.
Oh, mine the moon?
Yeah, you understand this?
No, I'm not yet.
You know, like mine coal? You understand mine
I
coal?
understood it.
Okay, answer
Okay,
me.
tell us what's if you get precious metal, precious metal? Like gold? What if there's gold on the moon?
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
I don't know about mineral resource in the moon.
Yeah.
But I don't know about what it's consists.
Well, who should get it? What country should get this, and who should be allowed to do this?
But I think it's interesting. But I don't know about which mineral we can get from it.
Okay. Well, the question should be they be allowed to do this.
Oh, why not?
Why not? What country should be allowed to do this?
But nobody can ban it.
Nobody can what?
Ban.
Do this? Yeah, they can do this.
F4.
They can do this. What do you think, Bill? Do you think they should be allowed to go to the moon and dig holes and fly back with precious metals and use them to make whatever?
Oh, could you repeat because?
Yes, fly to the moon.
Yes.
And mine the stuff, get the gold or whatever's in the moon and bring it back and sell it. Make a bunch of money. They should be allowed to do this?
I think that some people, I don't know, maybe they want to buy some piece of moon, but I like to buy some piece of meat, It will be better, and I don't know. Maybe it's kind of souvenir, I don't know. But in general,
I'm not talking about making money. Lots of money, I
think that realistic people will not buy it. Just I don't know, go through and laugh at this idea, and that's all. Maybe some rich people, I don't know, who collect toilets, golden toilets,
What about power companies that need stuff that they could use? Like maybe there was some kind of gas or something on the moon. They could go get it and bring it back.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure about minerals in the moon. So for me, it's difficult. Being the person who learns language, it's difficult to judge about moon and some mineral resources from the moon.
Okay.
So
Kate,
maybe there's something useful.
what she has to say. Kate, what do you think about this? You think they should be able to mine the moon?
I heard somewhere that there are some gather some minerals on the moon, and I think that in 1 or 2 decades it will be found on the moon, and somebody can try to mine it. Yeah.
Well, do you think they should be allowed to?
Allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will be allowed.
What countries do you think will be allowed to do this?
Country?
Countries, yeah.
Oh, I think Russia, of course.
Why Russia?
Why not?
Okay. How about what do you think is going to be the next big change in computers? Rovini, what is this? The next big change in computers?
Well, I think the computers will solve can think. How can I say? Solve problems without us, for instance.
Solve problems by themselves.
By themselves, yes.
And how is this going to change things?
Or the robots which can control the computers. I even can't imagine something.
Well, like what kind of things would just change? How would your life be different?
To occurrence of transformed computers in the movies. For instance, when the people in the Iron Man, yes. Just just shaking with his hand can solve the problems. Something like that. The improvement of a computer.
Shaking hands with a robot and you can solve all your problems?
Yes.
Okay, that's an interesting concept. Mary, how do you think the computers are going to change the future in some big way?
Maybe pay attention for our environment system and for our maybe change our, if we talk about our country, I think it's will be good to change our political system and maybe and change yourself at first what we can do if we can.
Well, those sound like social problems. But what about something that a computer could do? That could maybe a computer could do to make your life a lot better. Could it change your house, your home, the way you run your things, the way you have to do things, the way you get to the store and back, the way you go for work or whatever? You think it'll make any big difference in that, anything like that?
I think it starts to make a difference. It starts for myself. If all people start changes and start do something better, it's all household become better.
Okay, Lou Miller, what do you think about that? Is computers going to really change a lot of the way you live in the next 20, 30 years?
I also have, I don't see sad tendencies that computers become smarter and smarter and people become more and more stupid. So, and I think that's, I don't know, I think in the future all you need will be computer and that's all, and I hope really very much that computers will do all kind of works. I don't know, computer is your teacher, I don't know, your dentist, your doctor, can treat you, can help you, I don't know, to go to the shop. And I think it will be some device that can do everything.
Like what?
Cleaning your floor, I don't know in what way.
Okay, Kate, what do you think about this? How's computers going to make a big difference in your future?
I would like that computer could clean my flat, you know.
Yeah.
I would like to control all my house and clean all my
Well,
house.
that's one thing I think that will be very soon is that it'll be a lot of smart houses. So you'll never touch the air thermostat again. You'll never do something to make it hotter or colder. It's always automatic. You think
Yeah.
that'll be soon?
Yeah, actually there is some kind of houses which are controlled by computers, but they are very expensive now. But I think
Yes.
soon it is going to be cheaper, and every person can afford
Afford it,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, oh, yeah, I agree too. I think that that's going to be the first things that really starts happening too. We'll never touch the thermostat again. You know, like in this summertime, you have to turn your refrigerator down, right? So it doesn't get as cold. And in wintertime, you got to change it again. So it, so it would just automatic refrigerator, automatic air conditioning, automatic all these things. Okay. Okay, moving on to cell phones. How do you think cell phones are going to be in like 20, 30 years? Yeah. Well, what do you think about cell phones? How it's going to change with cell phones?
Well, the cell phones as the computers, of course, will be improved, and they can change our even the smartphones. Yeah.
Yeah. But what about? Okay, how will they change?
Even now they can replace the computers, but I think in the future they, with help of them, we can control the other items, equipments. Even now we can control the few things, but I don't know. Maybe in the future the more improved ones will be.
Like in what way?
For instance, controlling the robots from the distance, long distance.
Remotely, right? Remotely.
For instance, when you are in another country, yes, and with help of your phone, you can turn on your, I don't know, heating system or some robot to clean your house, for instance, something like that.
Send the robots in to clean your house while you're gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Mary, what do you think about that? What about cell phones? Do you think there'll be like different, like little wrist phones, or some maybe implanted in your body where you have just talk and you don't have to really dial a phone, just think about somebody and they call them?
I think it will be something like implant in your body, or maybe it will be like hologram, something.
A hologram?
Yeah.
Like in Star Wars or whatever that movie was.
Yeah, something like that.
Would you like to see that happen?
Yeah, I want. I know about some work, some about it, but it's on the now it's on the survey. Not a good example.
Well, you think they'll do that pretty soon? These hologram phone calls?
Yes, it's not so so difficult, I think.
You don't think that's difficult?
Yeah.
And what do you do?
I'm an engineer. But
Engineer, no wonder. You think everything's possible, don't you? So, when do you think they'll have these out, Mary? Mary, when do you think they'll have these out? When do you think they'll be doing this?
I don't understand.
When do you think we'll have these hologram phones?
I don't know when it will be profitable, because when you know about movie Terminator, and when they shot this movie, they use 3D scanner. So I think it's possible to do in the like cell phone with it. It's not really difficult. And I know about some method of solving also use 3D scanner. So
you think pretty soon, huh? Next couple of years?
I think yes.
Cool.
If it's a little bit possible or profitable, actually.
Profitable, okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you. That's good. Lou Miller, what about you think about cell phones? Do you have a cell phone?
I have smartphones and
Smartphone.
and I'm sure that they will become smarter and smarter, and it's difficult for me to speak about limits of smartness of mobile phones, but really I even can't imagine. So my imagination doesn't allow me to, because maybe 10 years ago my imagination didn't allowed me to imagine mobile phone with camera, music, and something else in the same, in the same device. But now it happens, and it works. And I couldn't even imagine about internet in mobile phones, but now it's also can be. So my imagination isn't very good at such kind of questions, unfortunately. So can't judge and can't predict and can't imagine.
Okay, Kate, what do you think about that? What do you think about cell phones? How are they going to get smaller and smaller, and like you put on your wrist, or you can talk, or are they going to have, like Mary says, this hologram things stand up next to you with an image of some person, and you talk to this person even though they're thousands of miles away?
Yeah, I'm sure that they will become smarter and smarter, and just I think that they will be just implanted in your head, for example, and somebody somewhere else, and just when you just give birth to a child, doctor will ask you, will you implant the cell phone,
Yeah, when you're born, you get a cell phone.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. All right. Do you think that your country will change in the future? Do you think your country will change in the future?
Can't stand any longer.
I think that as now all the countries are improving and becoming better and better, they want to be better.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Better and better.
Yes.
Why do you say that?
I think that even my country also will be better in the future, becoming more developed.
Developed?
Developed, yes.
Developed in what way?
I really don't know in which way.
You don't know in which way?
No, I can't imagine.
You can't imagine. Okay. Mary, how about your country? Is your country going to be a lot different in the future?
Yes, I think it's definitely because we every day have some changes in our country, and it's I think our country must change.
Why?
Because it's sometimes bad, sometimes good changes, but it's all also changes. We can't stay in one place. We have different mentality, I think. So changes in future. We will change.
Okay. Ludmila, what do you think? Your country going to be a lot better in the future?
It's extremely strange because I have no idea. No, I have an idea what is going on, but I can't understand what is going on in my country. I don't know, for maybe years and years and half. For me, it's strange and so also difficult for me to judge because yes, now everything is changing extremely fast, but everything I saw for this year or this year and a half was bad, and I see no perspectives, unfortunately. I would like really to see, but unfortunately.
Okay.
But it changes.
But what?
Changes, but I don't speak about good changes. Yes, it will change, but about direction of this changing, I will not judge.
Okay, Kate, how about your country? Is it going to be a lot better in the future?
Yeah, I think so. Now our country is getting more powerful, and I I hope so that it is going to be better and better in future.
Well, like what? It's getting more powerful. Is this better?
Yeah, I think it's better. Of
Why?
course. I don't know. We can now we can without any scare to tell our opinion to the whole world, and I think it's great that the other countries how to say to listen to us, and so it's
Okay. It might be good, might not be good. Okay, let's talk about reading minds now. If you could read, Ulvini, if you could read minds, would you do this?
Ulvi,
Ulvi.
start answering.
Ulvi, huh? Would you read minds if you could?
I think that it will be. How can I say? I don't think that it will be better to read the minds of other people.
Why?
For instance, you will see their problems. I don't know, and it can confuse you. Yes, your problems and plus someone else's problems. It will be bad. I don't want to read the minds of other people.
Okay, okay. Mary, what do you think? If you could read minds, would you want to do this?
No, I don't want to do it. For me, maybe a little mystery is good.
What?
Little
mystery is good?
Yeah.
Mystery is good. Why that? Why is mystery good?
Because if you know everything about person, it's become not interesting.
Okay, that's a good opinion, I think. Ludmila, what do you think about reading minds?
I mentioned Ulvi at the beginning of it because really he reads my mind because it's my lessons. I don't ask anything, but he always gives answers for questions which I don't know haven't asked. It's very funny, but. About me, there are a lot of books about reading minds and about people who in imaginary worlds, but can read minds. And yes, I will add, I don't know, my opinion to all of these people's opinion that I don't want to read anyone's mind because. Oh, I don't know because maybe something horrible and can be on people's mind, and I don't know, maybe something I shouldn't know about. So for me, it's alright to live in the world when I don't know about people's thoughts. And
Okay, Kate, what do you think about this? Would you read people's minds if you could?
Yeah, I would like. I would like to read somebody's mind. It's a good job. I would make a lot of money, I think.
Yes, it could be very profitable, right? Quick.
Yeah.
If you read the right person's mind, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's been a good chat. Next week we'll be back here at 9 o'clock on Monday nights, where this time zone at least, and we're going to talk about the internet. So please come back and join us next Monday night. Have a great week. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
goodbye.